Hi, I'm Lauren from Guthrie and Ganny, and in this video I am here on my shop floor to share with you a selection of gorgeous fabrics that have come into the shop during the past month or so, and I've also got a few restocks for you as well. This is a really good way if you are shopping our website online for you just to see the fabrics up close a little bit more. I can hold them up as well, you can sort of see how they drape and move, and it just gives you a much better idea of what the fabrics are like. We do have videos, little video clips on their fabric listings as well, but yeah, I think it always just helps to see it in the context of a person as well. So if you are watching the video and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out the next video. But I have also done a blog post that goes along with this video. It links every fabric that I mentioned, so if there is something specific that you see that you like, that is probably the easiest way to find it. So the link to that is below in the description, but you can just generally browse our just arrived section. New bits and pieces are always coming in, so it's always worth just checking out what is happening in the just arrived section, because sometimes things can sell out really quickly. So I've got a really nice selection. I'm going to go from super cozy fabrics. I've got some jersey stretchy fabrics, some nice printed wovens, a bit of quilted fabric, and then I'm going to go back to cozy and plain and classic at the end as well and show you some popular restocks that we've had back into. So I hope you find something to inspire a new dressmaking project. So the first fabrics I'm going to show you are ones that will keep you really super duper cozy. So we have had a selection of several different colours of just a plain marled effect 100% merino wool jersey. So this, you would treat this like a stretchy jersey fabric. You can see here it's nice and stretchy. It feels pretty lightweight, like it's not too stiff, it feels nice and soft, but it is 100% merino wool. Now this is like a really top-notch level of wool, which is much softer to the touch, and of course with it being wool, it is very warm to wear as well. So you could make base layers with this, you could make t-shirts, you could make a cardigan as well. You know, it would be quite a lightweight cardigan, but again, because it's got the wool content, it is going to be really super duper cozy. So this particular colourway that I've got here is the beige, but we do also have this lovely nice bright pink colourway as well. Let's just see what shade we've called that. Yeah, it's just pink melange. And then we do also have more classic ones. So we've got a black, a navy and a grey as well. So yeah, they're just really great for layers that are going to keep you really lovely and warm. So sticking with the jersey vibe of things, then we have got a couple new ribbed jerseys, but I guess you could use them for ribbing, like cuffing and neckbands if you wanted to, but because they're wider, so normally the type of ribbing that you get for that I'm wearing just now with our Cozy Adventures fabric is quite narrow, but this ribbed fabric, as you can see, it's much wider. So this is the kind of ribbed stretchy fabric that you would actually make the main garment out of this as well. It does have a really good stretch and it's got good recovery too, because there's elastane in there. So it's really good for tighter fitting garments. So maybe it's quite a fitted turtleneck or sort of polo neck style, maybe a layer that you would be wearing a jumper over or something. I think it would look really nice in that. So it's just a nice soft muted colour. This is the caramel stripe, so it's got this lovely little stripe printed on it as well. So yeah, I think that would be gorgeous. The off the top of my head, it's like the True Bice Nico or the Tillian Buttons Freya. That's another really popular sort of turtleneck style. I think it would look lovely in that. But yeah, any more sort of fitted t-shirt or top would be good too. And then again, the same sort of thing. So it's in that ribbed fabric, but it's a bit wider. This one is the autumn animal ribbed cotton jersey fabric. So yeah, they're both 95% cotton and 5% elastane. So the elastane is going to give that nice recovery, and the ribbed texture of the fabric just makes it really super stretchy. So yeah, some nice lovely soft options there. Again, if you're looking for nice layers to build up. Then we've also had a range of just classic spotty, more like t-shirt weights in. So this is a nice monochrome one. This is the white polka dots cotton jersey fabric, but we do have it in a few other colorways as well. So this is just cotton with elastane, and it's more like your classic kind of t-shirt weight. So yeah, you would be using this for t-shirts and long sleeve tops, and kids clothes as well would be good for that too. So it's just a nice sort of little simple classic one for a little bit of spots there. And then in the same vein, again, this is really good if you're looking to make nice little t-shirts or long sleeve tops for layering. This one here is the pale blue micro Leo cotton jersey fabric, and it does come in a few different colorways as well. So again, it's just that classic t-shirt weight, cotton, and a bit of elastane, so it's nice and stretchy, nice and soft, and yeah, easy to work with and comfy to wear. And then the last couple of stretchy ones that I've got are a little bit more heavier weight. So this one here is the Coral Cheetah Pop Fleeceback Cotton French Terry fabric. So you can see on the back here, it's got a really sort of lovely soft brushed feel to it. So it would have been a French terry, and then basically they've just sort of brushed it afterwards, which makes it feel really lovely and snuggly and cozy. So it's just a nice vibrant bright one that would be perfect for a nice jumper. You can make a hoodie with it as well. So yeah, lovely fresh bright one there. And then finally we have got this gorgeous sort of mauvey one here. This is the Mauve Cheetah Cotton French Terry fabric. So it's 92 cotton, 8% elastane. So this one hasn't been brushed at the back basically. So they're effectively the same base cloth. It's just that this particular one hasn't been brushed at the back, but still feels nice and soft. You can just see the little loops in it a little bit more. Still nice and stretchy. And French terry really does a nice crossover between tops and sweater patterns. So it's really nice to use it for t-shirt and top patterns. It's just going to feel a little bit heavier than a classic t-shirt weight. Or you could use it to make lightweight jumpers as well. So it's a nice all-rounder, and I just love that soft shade. It's really warm and yeah, really nice. All the animal prints have been so popular of late, as I'm sure you have seen around. So the next ones that I've got are a couple of quilted fabrics. And these have been really popular already. So we've got two different ones. And the thing that I love most about these fabrics is that they are double-sided, and they've just got a totally different fabric on the back that tones really nicely with it. So this gorgeous, lovely, warm orangey one here is the Terracotta Garden reversible quilted cotton fabric. So the outer fabric is 100% cotton, and then it's got polyester wadding inside. It's got these striped quilted lines on it. So there's the reverse here, and then you've got your outer as well. So the two tone really nicely together. And we do, unfortunately, didn't come at the same time as these main fabrics, but we do have some of just the actual cotton on its own. So if you were going to make a binding or whatever, but this is actually really easy to work with. It's not too thick and heavy. So if you were making a garment that had facings, for example, then I think that it would still sit and it would work really nicely, even with the extra layers, because it's not a really bulky, lofty quilted fabric. I think that it would also be able to be overlocked as well. I don't think that would cause any problems. It's not like a really chunky one. So yeah, we've got this one, and then we've also got the lovely nice navy one with the orange in it as well. So this one is the Indigo Botanica reversible quilted cotton fabric. One side is more of a larger scale print, and it's got those gorgeous lovely oranges in it, and then the reverse is more of a sort of smaller scale print. So this is just white and blue on the background, but you can see that the two go together really nicely. So you could do some really nice touches with that, like maybe a patch pocket on it could be the other way around, or maybe like a cuff or a collar or a yoke section. So there's loads of different ways you could use these fabrics. I think it would look really, really nice as one of those very popular quilted jackets. Used to be there wasn't many quilted jacket patterns out there now. Now you can take your pick. There's so many different ones, and I think they would be perfect for that. They're really, really lovely. Okay, so sticking with the wovens now, I've got some printed woven fabrics. Most of them are on a viscose base, but they are different weaves, so they just have slightly different effects. Now this one has been really popular in the past, but I believe this is a new colour for us. So this is the Flower Bud on Forest viscose fabric. So you can see it's a lovely deep or greeny forest colour. So this is a plain weave viscose. It means it's got a matte finish. It's nice and smooth. You can see that it's really, really lovely and silky and floaty and swishes around really beautifully. So perfect for a nice little blouse or a top. You can make dresses out of this as well. Obviously in the winter time, out of fabric like this, you're going to be wanting to layer it up a little bit, probably over some thick tights or some leggings. But you can definitely make dresses out of it too. It's not see-through at all. So it's a really lovely, nice, versatile print, and good if you want something that's not too much of a sort of bold out there print. It's a nice little dainty one. And then the next one that we've got here is a little bit more of a heavier weight. So this one is the Confetti Sprinkle Light Cotton Twill fabric. So the twill means that it's got that sort of texture to it. It's a little bit heavier, and when you look really closely, it's almost like diagonal lines that you can see in the fabric, which is just the way that it's been woven. Now, because it's cotton, you're going to see the difference between this one and the viscose that I just showed you. It's just got a bit more structure to it. It's not going to sort of drape and swish around as much as the viscose. So, you know, you can see that it's not like standing up on its own, but it definitely just holds its shape a lot more. So anything that you make out of this is just going to hold its shape and form and structure a bit better. So, and it might be that you want that kind of crispness to hold a certain design feature in the garment, like maybe it's a sleeve where you want the sleeve to actually hold its shape a little bit more, or if you were making something with a button band, for example, it's going to hold that button band really nice and crisply and straight, and you know, it'll just holds its shape a lot more. A collar as well, for example, will just sort of sit a bit, sit more structured and crisp. So it's going to be a really lovely fabric to work with. So it's got a navy background with those kind of multicolour sprinkles on it. So a nice one that would go with lots of different things. So that is that one. And then the other one that I've got here is a little bit more unusual. You can see it's got these gorgeous bluey prints in it. Now this one here is the Night Pebble Scatter Wool Viscose fabric. So it's actually 62% wool and 38% viscose. So because it's got the viscose content, it means that it is going to drape and it's going to move around a little bit more so than the cotton. It is just a regular sort of plain weave, and I would say the weave of this fabric is a little bit looser, which makes it slightly more transparent. So I would probably suggest, if you were making something with this, either lining it, you could just line it with the viscose fabric, or wear something else underneath it, like a little cami vest top, for example. But you will find that because it's got a fairly high wool content, that despite the lightweightness of it, it is actually still quite warm. Wool is just naturally insulating, so even in lighter weight fabrics, it will still keep you warm. So I think that would be a really lovely, nice, versatile fabric. You could definitely make a nice little swishy skirt with it. Again, I'd probably recommend lining that, or you could make a little blouse or a top as well. But again, just because it's slightly transparent and because it's got the wool content, I would probably suggest just layering it up over something. But yeah, a nice one, again, if you're wanting something that is definitely going to keep you warm this winter. Then the next woven ones that I've got you are ones that are on the rolls behind me here. Some of them are nice and bright, so they might have caught your eye already. These are some of the fabric godmother prints that we have had come into stock. So this is the Soleil Maroon Viscose Crepe fabric. So all of these ones are on a viscose crepe base, which just means that it's almost like the yarns get twisted a little bit as they're getting woven. So it gives the fabric a more of a sort of texture to it. It's not as smooth and flat as the plain weave viscose, but it can just give the fabric a lot of extra depth, especially when it's got plain colours sections in it. You just sort of see more texture in the fabric a little bit. I love the colours in this one. You've got the suns and the moon and the stars. You've got some fish there as well. The colours are beautiful, and you can see that it drapes really nicely. So this is going to be perfect for gorgeous dresses and tops, a nice swishy skirt as well. I feel like because the scale on it is a little bit bigger, something that is a little bit bigger just to show the print off, I think would look really stunning in that. And you could even just pair it with a plain top, say if you made a nice skirt or something. Or I think you could even make like really wide leg sort of palazzo pant styles as well. That would look really cool and striking for a party, if you then maybe had just like a plain top on top with some nice jewellery or something. I think that would look really nice. And then this one here is definitely very standout. I absolutely love the colours in this one. This is the Bowie Multi Viscose Crepe fabric. So again, it's got that crepe texture to it, and you can see the scale when I open it out, just how large this is. So it's got big stars on it, but I think depending on what you make, it might be that you almost lose the sense that there is stars and it just looks like a kind of cool bright pattern. And again, I think this would look stunning as a nice dress or a nice skirt as well. Definitely got party vibes, very stand out there. And I love the bright colour combination in that too. I think it would go with lots of things. So even if you just made maybe like a nice loose top with it and wore it with jeans, you know, I think that would still look really, really lovely. Then the next one that we've got is taking things a little bit deeper and darker. So this one is the Fabric Godmother Cosmo Black Viscose Crepe fabric. So the main sort of dominant colour in the background is that black, and then it's got lovely little wispy clouds and some planets on it and stars. You can see there, again, it's obviously got that lovely kind of swish and drape, a bit of a smaller scale here as well. But again, that would be gorgeous for dresses and tops, or yeah, I think you could make some lightweight trousers with that as well. I think that would be really nice. Again, another sort of partyish vibe to that one. And then we're kind of merging into the back in stock fabrics now. This one has come back. It was so popular when we first had it. It is the Mocha Vivian Polka Dot Viscose Crepe fabric. I think the Vivian reference is to Vivian in Pretty Woman, where she wears the brown polka dot dress. And it's just one of those lovely sort of classic prints that is a bit timeless, really. I mean, how old is that movie now? Very old, but we still love it. And yeah, it would look gorgeous as a lovely little dress. Got such beautiful drape and swish to it. So yeah, that one is back in stock. So if you missed it out first time round, you want to get in on the Vivian polka dot action. It is back, available again. And then the other things that we've had them before, but they're new colours and very, very of the time of year, is our boiled wools. So these are 100% boiled wool, and quite often with boiled wool, you'll see combinations. So often it's viscose and wool, but these ones are 100% wool, which obviously just means they're going to be much warmer. So with boiled wool, it does have quite a little bit of give to it. Like you can see here, it's got that sort of give in it. It actually gets knitted and then it gets boiled, which sort of pulls everything together, makes it much denser and have that sort of felted effect to it. So it is really good for coats. It might be dependent on the style of coat that you're making that you want to interface the whole thing. And I have done a blog post before about spot block fusing fabric before you make a coat, just to stabilize it a little bit more. But other little sort of jackets or more looser over garments, it is suitable for that as well. And yeah, it is going to be really, really warm. So we've got the sea foam, which is a gorgeous, lovely marled colour there. Then we've also got the teal, which is just a little bit deeper. I love that one as well. It's a beautiful colour, very rich. And then finally, we have got this one here, which is the grape melange. So they're all colours that have got a bit of depth to them. That's why they're called melange. So it means that the fibres that have made the fabric aren't all just one colour. There's a few different shades in there, which just gives the fabric a lot more depth, really, which I think is really nice. It just sort of lifts it a little bit more. Sometimes with the boiled wools, they can just be a plain solid colour, which just, it can make them look quite flat sometimes, but these have got lovely depth. They've got that melange effect to them. And then finally, back in stock, again, these are fabrics that are perfect for this time of year, are a really popular cord fabrics, which are non-stretch cords. Now we do sell quite a lot of cord fabric in the shop, and actually getting the right combination of stretch or non-stretch with the thickness of the cord can be quite challenging, but these ones just hit the spot. They are a little bit harder to find, so we've not got loads of colours because they're just generally not as widely available, but it's such a beautiful cord. So this one is the aubergine. It's the 11 whale cotton cord fabric, so it's 100% cotton. Remember, the whale is referring to how many lines of the cord are within an inch. So there's 11 lines of the cord within an inch in this one, so that's why it's 11 whale. And as I said, it's 100% cotton, so it's not got any stretch in it at all, so it's perfect for patterns, trouser patterns that aren't designed for stretch. And it does also look really good in dungarees as well. We had a sample made up in that for a workshop that we did once, which looked really nice. It's good for skirts too, something like the True Bias Blair skirt, you know, like just a little sort of simple skirt with buttons down the front to also look really nice. So we've got the aubergine, we've also got this one here, which is the grey one. So just another nice, lovely neutral colour. And then, of course, where would we be without a classic navy? So that's the dark navy one. So they're all really lovely colours that are going to go with lots of things. So good if you're wanting just a nice classic garment that you can then pair with lots of tops and jumpers and blouses and shirts and that sort of thing. So that is everything that is on my list to share with you today. Remember, I have made a blog post that goes along with the video. So that is going to link everything that I have mentioned here, and it's the quickest way to find something specific that has maybe caught your eye. You can also just reach out by email or by calling the shop as well. The G&G team and I are always more than happy to help, so please just get in touch if you need help ordering online at all. You can also just leave a comment on the video too, and I can try to get back to you. But yeah, the quickest way to get an answer is always just to email or call us. But thanks so much for watching, and remember, again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!